So we record this and we open the chat. You know where the chat is. Everybody knows where the chat is because we're going to use the chat. This will be a highly interactive training. And so I start with the questions. How many of you want to write a book? Type yes into the chat box. Yay. One.
Wow.
One. Two.
Not now, but yes.
Yes. Love it. So, and how many of you struggle with getting started? So type struggle. If that's the case, struggle. No one's struggling. No. And believe it, I know this topic. So my name is Romana. You know that already, so I don't have to introduce myself. I've written 9 books up to now. Last time it's been 8 of them. Now I finished the 9th one, which is a small ebook I shared with some participants of the summer camp I did. Cordula was one of the participants. So you might have read this ebook already. So with writing and publishing 9 books, I found out that there is a way to overcome your struggles. And so as we gonna spend the next about 90 minutes together, is it okay for you if I tell you something personal about my writing process? Is that okay? Yes. Okay. Fine. So I am what I call a natural born writer. So I always loved to write since I was a kid. And I started my first magazine. So I was, I think, a tiny journalist in these days by like taking mom's favorite magazines and a pair of scissors and destroying them and making something very new and better. So I loved it. She didn't. And I carried on with my process as a writer and publisher. So when I got 15, I thought, now it's time to write my first book. But I didn't know how to do that. And as I'm a farmer's girl, I'm a kid of 2 farmers' clans. No one else ever there had written a book or could tell me how to. So what I did then was I thought, who might know how to write a book? I wrote a letter to the local radio station. So how many of you have ever written a letter to a radio station asking a question, hoping for some answer? You did. Everybody, lovely. I, unfortunately, never got an answer. So that was the point when my book project died when I was 15, because I thought that my question is too stupid. Just one more thing I want to show you before we stop. Never forget when you are thinking of how to market your book, and we will do an extra webinar for this as well, but never forget the local people. For example, I always get to the local library and ask them, may I present my book? And they are more than happy that something's happening in their small library. And every time I am there, there are between 40 and 50 people, and I sell 20 to 30 books. That's okay for an evening, spending with people and presenting a book. So next to thinking of global and Amazon and everything, don't forget the local people.